Welcome back, guys, to some more West Ham transfer news, where I'll break down some of the latest West Ham transfer stories, give my opinion on it, but as well as that, ask for your guys' opinions down in the comment section down below. So make sure you do that. So the first news story that I do want to talk about was a tweet by 360 sources right now. I do not know whether this source is credible and it's got some reliability about it, but the first thing, I suppose, when you look at transfer sources is probably the amount of followers they have and see if they've got any sort of credibility and whether if they've got some kind of interaction on that page, because that could probably may sort of justify whether they got any kind of credibility. However, they tweeted 19 hours ago, breaking news, Chelsea have made a £48 million bid for West Ham star Declan Rice. Lampard highly rates the defensive midfielder who used to be at Chelsea's academy as a youngster. And I think, you know, it's well publicised in the media. Chelsea really do want to sign Declan Rice. They see him as a long-term successor, possibly to Kante, and a player to replace Jorginho. They also see him as a potential centre-back, someone who offers a lot of versatility. Of course, he's got, you know, other factors, maybe mates with Mason Mount, etc., etc. However, whether this story is true, I do not know. So we're going to sort of analyse this. And in my opinion, 48 million is well short of the mark. I'm sure every West Ham fan, can agree that 48 million just does not meet our valuation. Chelsea fans seem to think they can get him for 50 million. Well, sorry, but if Harry Maguire goes for 80 million, you know, why can't we justify, you know, asking 80 million for Declan Rice? And Declan Rice, in my opinion, is a much better player than Harry Maguire. Let me know, guys. I want to ask a question. Do you think Declan Rice will be at West Ham come the end of the transfer window? And this sort of branches into what I want to talk about next regarding Declan Rice, is an article by Team Talk. There's a lot of other articles, but I'm just going to use Team Talk. Patience pays off for Chelsea as top target cleared to make £70 million move. West Ham may be forced to sell Chelsea target Declan Rice this summer, according to reports. Frank Lampard has outlined Rice as a top target for Chelsea as they continue to reinforce their squad. The Blues have already signed attackers Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech and are now seeking to strengthen their defence. Lampard's plan is to sign Rice from West Ham and convert him to a defender. In my opinion, that would be the completely wrong move. I think, yes, Declan Rice did sort of establish himself as a centre-back in his youth days, but right now he's a CDM, and I think he's the best CDM England have got, in my opinion. I don't class Jordan Henderson as a CDM. I do really rate Jordan Henderson, but I see him as more of a sort of a wide, if you're playing a 4-3-3, he's more of the wider centre mid. So in my opinion, Declan Rice is the best CDM that England, you know, have got, and he would be a very good long-term successor. However, the problem I've got with this is that West Ham, at the moment, I'm not really pursuing transfer targets. You know, we do know some of the players that we have been linked with: Watkins, Ben Rama, Rico Henry, Eze. However, at the moment, it does look like that West Ham may be forced to sell Declan Rice in order to go and pursue other transfer targets, and that's my issue here. Like, we're gonna sort of do, you know, sell our best player in order to bring our transfer targets, and you could also look at it another way. Liverpool did that with Coutinho. They sold Coutinho for 140 million, and they brought in sort of the targets that they felt were going to improve their squad in Van Dijk and Alisson. And also want to talk about the latest news regarding Anthony Robinson. Now, not that one, we'll go back to that. Anthony Robinson has been, well, he looks like he's off to Sheffield United for £2 million. Unfortunately, the picture isn't coming up. I don't know why it's not loading. But anyway, Wigan Athletic have accepted a bid of around £2 million from Sheffield United for left-back Anthony Robinson. And you know, it's well known that West Ham do need a left-back. We have been looking at Anthony Robinson. However, this transfer does not look like it's going to come to fruition and that he is going to be going to Sheffield United. Anthony Robinson was actually going to be going to AC Milan in the January transfer window. However, that signing did not take place. And it does look like Sheffield United have won the race to sign him. However, I was looking deeper into his injury record. Why would West Ham not pursue this signing if he's only going to cost £1.5–2 million? Why are West Ham not doing it? Of course, you know, there's other left-back transfer targets such as Rico Henry that we could be pursuing. Of course, Robinson could be one of them. Manning from QPR. So there are other left-back targets. However, they come at a very costly price. Manning could cost around £7–8 million from QPR. Rico Henry could cost 10, 12, 15 million pounds from Brentford. So when you actually compare them and then look at the price of Anthony Robinson and the teams that he's actually been looked at, AC Milan were meant to sign him. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that in this article. Anthony Robinson back in Wigan Athletic Training. Now, this was an article on the 12th of June 2020. However, Wigan's Anthony Robinson has returned to training after undergoing treatment on a heart issue detected during a failed transfer to AC Milan. So reports were saying that the reason why he didn't go to AC Milan, he flew over to Italy, done his personal terms, come to the medical, and then AC Milan completely scrapped it last minute because they found a heart issue with Anthony Robinson. They obviously didn't want to take the risk. Now, is this the reason why Anthony Robinson's only going for $1.5 million? It looks like there is a clause in his contract that if they got relegated, that he was going to go for $1.5 million. But it does look like that Anthony Robinson is going to go to Sheffield United, but he has missed a lot of games. Apparently, he's missed around about 30 to 40 games the last 2 seasons. So we want to address our left-back issues, but it does look like if we was to sign Anthony Robinson, that he would actually, judging by his last sort of his injury record, he would probably be out of the team quite often, and we would be playing Arthur Masuaku or Cresswell or even Ben Johnson at left back. So let me know, guys, in the comment section down below, what do you think of Sheffield United firstly signing Anthony Robinson? Do you think it's a good move for them? Why do you think West Ham have not gone in for him? Because you would have thought David Moyes has scouted him, $1.5 million, $2 million. They would be a good transfer considering the fact that we do need to address that left-back position. However, it does look like Sheffield United have won the race. And also let me know, question, as I mentioned earlier in the video, Declan Rice, do you think he's going to be at West Ham come the end of the transfer window? Make sure you hit the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later.